Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to do a little discussion video about two things. One, does size matter? And two, does materials matter? But first, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and go ahead and follow my Instagram and like the Facebook page, please, and thank you. So I have a variety of sizes here. We got your extra larges, we got your large, we got your full sized, small, and then we got your micro. Yes, this is an actual fulling knife. It is extraordinarily small, but it is a knife nonetheless. And it does cut, at least last time I checked. Now, does it cut much? I mean, kinda. Ish, give or take. But for 90% of your daily tasks, maybe even closer to 99, this is not going to be your guy at all. Not even close. But it's a fun little novelty folder. It is a lock back, so it doesn't, or it's a why can't it doesn't have a lock. I can't, for whatever reason. It's a slip joint. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Then you got your UTX 85. This guy is what I would call small. It's 3 inches as small or less, which it goes into my small category, which is going to be enough for most tasks. Aluminum body, as all UTX 85s are. Then you got your Strider S&G. This one's a particularly special variant. Then you got your XM18 3.5 inch Bowie. These are going to be in your more full size knives. Like, they're not going to be your large or small. They're going to do 90% of your tasks, and that's about it. Other than that, then you got your large here, which is demonstrated by a, sorry, this guy's pretty dirty, been used recently, so pardon the dirty blade. But the thing is, what I like about this, it's on phosphor bronze, it is still very functional, even when super dirty. Besides the point, this is going to do more things than your S&G or your XM18 3.5 inch or your UTX 85. But the problem is, with most things, it is a little bit larger, hard to carry in certain particular situations. And then you get your, what I would call your XL or extra large carries. This is again, a little bit dirty, was at work today with it. But this right here is going to be a Strider XL. Same issue, but same pauses come with the SMF. This is going to be able to handle anything you throw at it, but be heavier and harder to carry in some situations. It's hard to actually get this whole thing in the video when fully opened. This is a Medford Marauder H. This is also a large carry, or extra large carry, so same thing. Now, talking about the size part. 99% of the time, a larger or large or extra large knife is going to be more useful. Simple. It's going to be able to handle more tasks. It's going to be able to do the small tasks too, especially when we're looking at like a strider. Because you can go back here, get that leverage, go through cardboard like butter. Go back here more if you need a little bit more. But you can also choke up here and do your finer tasks, do your little things. You can even do this and you can cut through cardboard pretty easily, actually very easily. Same thing with the Marauder here. You can go back here to go through cardboard, or you can choke up and do your finer tasks. You can get more done simple. So overall, I would say if you can carry a large knife and you're not uncomfortable with the weight, carry a larger knife. You're gonna be able to do more. You're gonna be able to open more things, cut more things, do more things with it, and not have to worry about it if you have a large enough knife. Now, what's the best? Now you get like your small UTX 85. This one actually has a spring issue, so I'll be sending it in. As you can tell, this is not the best showing of a UTX 85. This is definitely what I would highly recommend for any OTF. To be honest, no one does it better. I just so happen to get the 1 out of 100 million that has an issue. But regardless, this is in the pack of people that need a light knife, light pant material, just light that requires a lighter knife or a smaller knife, or you have smaller pockets and you need something smaller. This is what this falls into. It's going to be able to handle most things like cutting a thread, cutting open a package, kind of cutting small cardboard if you need to, but it's not going to be able to handle what this can handle or what these can handle. It's just not going to be able to. You're going to run out of blade length, and it's not going to be able to handle a larger platform. Let's say if you have to cut insulation and this isn't going to be good enough, or cut certain larger objects. This is just larger tasks. This won't be able to do it. Okay, there we go. Now obviously the micro, this is just for fun. There is really no reason to carry this guy except for on a keychain. I mean, you could maybe open a box with it, but a small box. Now, what best size to fill in the void of that is your full-sized folder. It can handle larger tasks, but it can also handle smaller tasks. It can handle the bigger tasks, but it is lighter, and so it could fit in smaller pockets, lighter, and be in lighter material, pant material, and not give you issues. That's where the full size comes into play. Now, the thing is, yes, there's a huge debate always about this. Like, why do you need such a large knife? There are tasks where this just does it better, flat out. There are situations where, yes, this is better for the situation. That's it. you can always change that situation with your pant material and whatnot. Now, where you can't is like in places where it is illegal. That's where I understand smaller knives more. But if you can carry a larger knife, and you can get pants that can hold larger knives, carrying a larger knife is the best option. Just because you can handle more with it. Now, like obviously, like this is overkill for most things, but there are some tasks that this just handles way better. Same with the Marauder. It's just gonna handle a lot more situations better. And then, so overall, I think the small carry is more situational. Where you're at, what job you have, or what task you're doing that involves you having a smaller pant material or lighter pant material, then there you go. But if you can change all of that, like at work, you can wear heavier pants, thicker material so it can hold this, do it. And if it's legal, there you go. Now, there's always a debate on material too. Like, is titanium better than aluminum? In some situations, I would say yes, but this is plenty strong, plenty durable. Now, where I would always suggest titanium over aluminum is where you're not hindered by weight and you're not hindered by electricity. Why do I say that? Because this right here, aluminum and steel, conductive. I would not recommend a conductive material such as, or as conductive a material such as aluminum if you're an electrician. Titanium, on the other hand, is a lot less conductive, where aluminum is closer to 80%. Copper, by the way, is 100%. Gold, by the way, is technically 110%, but that could be a different video. But regardless, what is titanium? Titanium's conductive properties are 0.07%. So you're not going to get shocked if you have titanium. Also, titanium is more durable than your aluminum. Also, side note, it is bulletproof. We can go into that later, but it has been tested. I have seen it with my own two eyes that it is absolutely bulletproof. So this, and this, and actually these could all take a bullet. Aluminum, on the other hand, this it would, most bullets, if not all, would rip right through it. And yeah, but either way, this is a thin object. It wouldn't really stop anything in general. But this is going to be more durable, safer, and more environments. Not going to corrode. There's just more benefits with titanium than there is with aluminum. And obviously there's so many different steels. Every steel has its benefits. This is M390. It's going to be able to take an edge, hold it for a really, really long time while being corrosive resistant. So it's not going to corrode nearly as much. This is 204P, similar, basically the exact same as M390. This, on the other hand, is actually going to be S30V, which isn't going to be as edge retentive as your M390 or 204P, but it is going to be easier to sharpen. It is also pretty darn corrosion resistance, but not as much as 204p. And this is also going to be 20 CV, so similar to all these. These are all basically the same, just different makers of said steel, different names for it. All three, actually. These are all three completely different names for the same thing by different makers. But yes, this may not hold as much or as good of or as long of an edge as these three, but it's going to be easy to sharpen. It's going to be more than enough corrosion resistance for 90% of people, unless you work on a boat or near a dock or a super humid area. Then I would probably rather go with these or something like LC 200N. That steel is basically completely corrosion proof, not just resistance, but proof. This one right here is going to be a little bit different. This is actually going to be PSF 27. This is the stainless version of D2, but also holds a better edge, easier to sharpen than D2. This is the stainless version of the stainless drill bits. Basically, are made out of this steel. What's good about this one? This one is a great user steel. You will be able to use the heck out of it, sharpen it, and it keeps sharpen it easily and keeps a long lasting edge. It is great at that. Now this is S35VN, so it's going to be not as edge retention as S30 or S30V, but this is going to have better corrosion resistance and better toughness. So there's a trade-off with these two. What do you want? It depends on your situation. That's all it is. And there's not one that's quote-unquote better than the other. And I feel like people should realize that now with 20 CV, it's not necessarily better than S30VN or S30V. It depends on your situation. Maybe this is going to suit your situation way better. Maybe S35N is going to suit your situation better. Maybe I'm not great at this one. Maybe PSF 27 is going to suit you way better. It is situational. So again, size does in fact matter. Sometimes is more situational, and if certain things do not basically hinder you from getting a larger knife, get a larger knife. Definitely gonna be able to handle any and every situation that you throw at it. And that is all I have for this one. You guys have a great rest of your night, and see you in the next one.